Okay.
I think it might have been Swagger. I think. Come on, y'all waiting patiently. And the likes. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. Hey y'all. Hey. Um, let me see. Oh wait, shoot, I'm like off. I'm on the wrong thing. 2 seconds, y'all. Okay, I think we good now. Oh, I need my. Where's my phone? Okay, wait. Hey y'all. Did it switch yours? Come on. Can you do something for me? Hey y'all, welcome in. It's your good sis. You love to talk TV with, and the utterly amazing
Nick.
Y'all, we're gonna try to muster up something, but first and foremost, this episode was giving filler at its best, okay? Filler at its
Yes.
best. It's giving, I need to hydrate and go ahead and get an early night's rest because there wasn't much going on in Sister Land tonight.
Not a doggone thing.
Allie, you wanna give the overview of what we're gonna talk about?
The overview of the episode?
Yeah.
Okay. That was the overview, you guys.
Snooze
No,
fest.
let me stop.
Complete and utter
What
snooze
happened?
fest.
Let me think about what happened. Calvin can't seem to keep his lips to himself.
I was like, so is you going to even let her get half the story out before you do this? Like,
I just okay. Well, I'm gonna say my piece. Wait, Calvin couldn't keep his lips to himself. Uh, we see that Danny and Preston are in bed together, and he took a puff of the pen, and it didn't work out too well for my brother. Maurice went to speak to Logan about turning himself in, making sure that Sabrina had nothing to do with it. He doesn't want any charges to be brought up against her. And sorry to that man, but he didn't know that man. Um, Aaron is, he's trying to do a nice gesture, but I just don't think it's gonna work out too well for my brother slash baby. Um, Andy was Andy. Andy
period.
was Andy. We didn't see too much of Karen this episode. Quick thing of her. But she's on her way down to the salon to see what Aaron and Pam is doing. And I think that's it. Hayden is hurt because Tamara left. And I think that's Erica. I don't remember. Well, let me look it up.
Fatima trusts
Oh, and
Zach.
we found out furthermore that Fatima does not trust Zach.
No, she trusts him, but she gotta verify.
Gotta verify. Hmm. Yeah.
It's giving hot garbage mess, if you ask me.
What was Tyler thinking? Oh, we gotta do okay. What did y'all rate this
Yeah, what's
episode?
the rating in the episode? Drop it in the chat. I already saw Vaughn said a 1.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
I second that 1, Vaughn. Because I literally was watching the episode. The episode was watching me while I was doing other stuff on my phone.
Literally.
What y'all rated?
Literally.
While y'all drop y'all ratings, let's shout some people out. Hey, Erica James.
Oh,
Boo. Okay, Erica James. We got a message from a members only live. We were talking about swagger. And I cannot remember who, so that is my bad. Life is life now, y'all.
I
But
can't remember
Ellie and
either.
I are supposed to tell Erica James to watch Swagger
Yes.
immediately. Like
Yes. She
you
wants
have
to
to do
watch
it.
it.
You have to do it. Um. Okay, we get in 2, 2, 6. D Lovely,
He
you gave it
lovely
a
to
6.
see. He lovely. But girl, you got to explain that one.
We need an understanding. We need an understanding up in here. What's up, Emma, Tam B, Vaughn, of course, Kimberly Felder. Hey, boo, hey. It might have been
The
Kimberly. Kimberly was probably the one who said that we need to tell Erica.
was it was Kimberly.
I feel like it might have been her. We had a good old Kiki. If you're not a member of the channel, go ahead and consider it, y'all, because we had a good old Kiki on the members only live the other day.
It was.
Um,
Explain that seven, sis. Explain that seven.
yeah. Demetria gives it a point 5 because it was absolutely nothing this week. Kelly gave it a 2. Forrestine
I'm
gave it
feeling
a
it point
2.
five though.
Preston was Trinity tonight. And I was like, don't be fine like this. Be simple. Okay. Not you swooning over Preston with his high ass. Well, compared to last week's chaotic episode, it was much better. It feels like we're like going from extreme to extreme. Like,
True.
can we just find a nice spot in the middle? Can we do that?
True.
I don't even know
Tam
where to
B get
begin.
five.
Anybody that voted over a 5 or above, like, what was it that made it a decent? Because 5 gives decent or like very bottom of decent. Can you tell us what we missed? Um,
Angie said she didn't watch it.
Shout out to everybody who don't watch it but come and watch my
I
reviews
love it.
and
I
come to the
love it.
lives. Preston, please don't smoke again.
Don't
This
smoke
is
ever.
why you do not actually influence people to do substances. This is why you will never catch Erica in this day and age telling somebody that doesn't drink to drink. I don't smoke, so I wouldn't be doing that anyway, but I would not be telling somebody to smoke. It's just like the peer pressure is so unnecessary and childish. It's like so 2010 to me. Like, why did he need to take that hit of that weed pen? He was already relaxed. He was already excited. He literally had just said, like, the best part about this is when you climax for me. And then you're like, hit this pen because you'll be able to relax.
That's BDE right now. That's BDE right now.
Okay. Like,
When he said that, I was like, Preston, I don't even like you like that, sir. But I'm liking you right now. I'm liking you right now.
It's like Danny cannot help but take a okay situation to like what the hell levels. It's giving continued self-sabotage because you just needed, like, she needed to make the moment about him not hitting this pin. And I don't understand. Like, why did he need to smoke weed? You smoke enough weed for everybody on the show, honey.
Everybody. Yes, she does.
You were smoking last night. When we see you in the first scene of the morning, when you're, get the phone call from Sabrina, you're smoking then. Like, girl, you smoking up for every damn body. And now you got Preston scratching, itching, putting on tight ass shirts, seeing blood and talking about he got a period on his chest. Like, the scenes was funny, but it also, like, in the context of, like, their relationship, who these characters are, I feel like I couldn't have, like, a deep chuckle because I was also like, this is as hilarious as y'all relationship is. So, like, y'all actually shouldn't even be in bed together.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where I was, too, with them. I laughed when he started tripping or what have you, because it was funny seeing him, because he's so kind of, like, chill, cool, and when I say in control, I'm meaning he's very like mild mannered, and to see Trinity display a different side of his acting skills, I appreciated that. Yeah. But it was almost like I couldn't really get into it because he has already made reference to Danny's drinking and her smoking, and now all of a sudden you want to take a puff of this, knowing she has some serious issues. So I kept having both of those things going on in my mind. Like, I wanted to be present in the scene, which I was, but I'm like, Danny is spiraling right now. And then, as you stated, when we see her in the morning, she's smoking again. And I'm like, my girl, have you even brushed your teeth yet? Like, it's too much.
It is.
At this point.
And I think it's interesting that that's what took you out of the scene for like in setting up the context of that. Because for me, I'm sitting there thinking like, well, what is he only doing this because he feels like he has to do certain things to keep her because they have such a rocky relationship, and now he feels pressured in this way. And I'm just like, if we are influencing our partners to do stuff, then why are we influencing them to do that? Like you
Yeah.
had this big old fit about how you ain't got time to teach him how to love a black girl, but you got time to peer pressure him into getting high and being smoky on Friday, basically.
Yes. And having country music on hand.
Country music
When
on
you
hand that you never wanted to
on
listen to
hand
before.
that you
You
never want to listen to
always was like,
before.
yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Like,
It was interesting. I don't know this episode, and yes, Erica James said I give it a Y. That's what I'm at, sis. I'm gonna give it a Y. I ain't gonna give it a number. I'm gonna give it a Y. I'm with you. I'm with you. I just felt like a lot of this stuff was like trying to make people appear to be something that they're not. That's the
yeah,
vibe I got from this particular episode. Even with Fatima, but I'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, this Danny and Preston, I just couldn't. And I'm just like, the next morning you come out with Danny's work clothes on. You still that high? You took one puff.
one puff, bro.
One.
One puff, and she had to hold you and listen to country music all damn night. And you are this high going all the way into the like breath of the morning because in the preview Zach shows up and your ass is still high.
You still high.
What?
What strand is Danny smoking?
It's giving crack. She talking about I'm not offering you smack. It's giving lace with something, Daniela.
It's laced with something. That's
And
more
you are
than weed.
desensitized to it, which is wild. Like if I even put my thinking cap on just a little bit, it's like, girl, you were smoking it like it's going out of style and it's barely affecting you. It just makes you relax. Meanwhile, I was about to have Preston climbing the fucking walls. Girl, what is it
Yeah.
exactly that you smoking, honey?
I don't know what's in that pen, but it ain't weed. It ain't all weed.
It ain't all weed. It can't
I
possibly
smoked a
be.
lot of weed in my life. I don't smoke no more. And I rarely drink. Rarely drink. I ain't never, I ain't never smoked and woke up high and still like no. No.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what that life is like, so I'm just kind of like, I guess. Whatever it
That's
is,
never
put it
happened to me.
down. Neither of y'all need to be touching it. He don't need to touch it no more because he can't handle it, and you don't need to touch it no more because clearly your tolerance is too damn high. So sooner rather than later, you're gonna be looking for something harder.
Yeah, and I'm like, did you even inhale? Did you even inhale, Preston? Because you coughed. You did one. It was just too much. I just couldn't get with that thing. I couldn't get with it.
And I think it's something to point out, like you said, about trying to make these characters be people that they're not. The craziest thing for me is that it's not that they can't possibly get there. Like, let's do the work and have them go through whatever they need to go through to get there. Let's stop just writing them as this thing. Like, now all of a
Yes.
sudden, Danny's in a healthy relationship, having great sex, and like, everything is fine. They don't have nothing else to talk about except for Preston being high as a goddamn kite. Y'all still have very real issues. Why have we not brought up Mindy? Why, like, I'm so glad that you're here. Why are you glad that he's here? It's like everything
Yeah.
stops short of actually what needs to happen for real character development, real accountability, real self-awareness, real growth.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. It just doesn't feel. I don't know. This like I said, this episode just made people feel like it made me feel like Tyler was trying to put them at level 8 when they had not even completed the previous steps before. So it's like I can't really get into it. Like everything felt incredibly rushed. Even for Danny and Preston, it's like I'm not expecting them to have these hella deep conversations because they didn't have it before. But excuse me, it doesn't even mirror the conversations that they have had that were serious, that were edifying, because they have had those. But
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all have done nothing. Like I can't buy into this because I don't believe it.
Yeah, even the whole I'm glad we talked. You talked about the advice that he gave Zach, or yeah, that you want him to keep for you. And then y'all barely talked about that. Like, girl, what did y'all talk about?
Absolutely nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
so are we to assume that he talked to Mindy already? I'm guessing. Like, I don't think he has though.
I don't think he has either. I don't think he's called Mindy.
No.
He had to get that boy up off of Danny and has barely left her side except for her to go to damn work. And has been at her damn house the whole time. So he ain't thinking about Mindy. But you know who should be thinking about Mindy? Danny.
Mm-hmm. Because in Mindy's eyes, Mindy's still engaged. Mindy's
So
still
what happened
engaged.
when Mindy come for her man?
That's what I want to know. And I also want to know, he got all this advice for Zach, but you're not following what you're giving. You're gonna tell him
Well,
or
it's
tell
different
Danny,
though. He don't actually
you
like
know,
Mindy. He likes Karen. It's a difference.
horrible.
He likes Karen and he likes Fatima. Preston don't really like Mindy, so he don't have to think about her feelings.
That's horrible.
It's
I
the
guess.
truth. It's so
Horrible.
ghetto. I think you're 100% right about him putting these characters on level 8 when they barely made it off of level 1. Um, just randomly. I feel like I want to go talk about Fatima now.
That's a great because that's where my mind was going too.
I feel like I was bamboozled. I feel like I thought Fatima was one thing and she actually turned out to be another. And I think I'm trying not to be pissed about it, but I'm pissed about it.
I
Yeah.
understand. And I think that's valid. And I know I do joke a lot about the team and everything, but we've had this, and this is something somebody had brought up to me. And I think the one thing that I do, one of the many things I do appreciate about our dynamic is that we had very different views or perceptions of Fatima. And I was like, we were able to express that with, I can see where you were coming from, and you can see, we don't have to agree out at all times, but it's like, I can see why you may have felt that way and vice versa. And I think the thing with Fatima with me, it was like I just felt like Fatima put on more of a facade, and I just couldn't buy into it. Like for me, I couldn't buy into it. And I think one of the things with Fatima, like the insecurity with King, I understand why that's there.
Yeah.
Like I understand wholeheartedly why that's there. And I think that Fatima tried so hard to act like it didn't bother her, and it would come out at like the most random moments. Like after her and Zach have sex, and the first words out your mouth is about Karen, and I'm just like, that's so odd. Or even on that episode, I don't remember the season, but the episode where Zach was going to a night basketball game, and she flipped like, "Oh, you ain't never told me about no night basketball game. I'm supposed to believe you." Like I was like, "Wait a minute." Like it
Mm.
was a like where are all these things coming from? And yes, we know about the whole English situation, but it was like certain things about her I was just like, I can't vibe with Fatima like that because I don't think he's any better or any different than the other women on this show, and that's like always been my little thing. And I think tonight it goes back to what you stated last week when you posed the question about about is there a space where Zach and Fatima wouldn't be together if he continued his journey of healing and growth and dealing with his traumas and things of that nature, and she is stifled. Like, will he ever get to a point to say, I don't want to do this? And that's kind of the side that I'm getting because they're seeing when he was like, thank you for trusting me. And she was like, oh, yeah. I don't know why you said it like that. Oh, nothing. Like, we good. And then finding out later that she got the surveillance. Are you serious?
I, it, we can go ahead, pack it up. It's a wrap for the team. Because I can't. I can't. I am not going down nobody's goddamn coffee shop faking like I'm a police officer because they're not just giving patron security footage. You have to lie. You had to
Exactly.
do some fraudulent things. And to access security footage to see if my man took his ex-girlfriend into the bathroom to sleep with her, even though when it was said, he said that was 3 years ago, and Karen said, yeah, but you took me right back to that spot. So it's clear that she was talking about 3 years ago when they went there. And now you want to be going checking for security footage and talking about Karen lied. She didn't lie. She told you she told you what happened. She didn't tell you when it happened, but Zach said when it happened. And if you actually trusted him, you wouldn't need to go down nobody's damn coffee shop and commit another crime. You breaking and entering, you impersonating police officers. Like, Fatima, girl, ain't no penis worth this, honey. I promise. I promise you. Not a penis in the world. Not a one.
It's not. It's not.
I am so disappointed. Like, and yes, there's gonna be people in the comment section. So you're disappointed with Fatima, but not Karen? Short answer, yes. Now go be mad, cry, punch the air about it.
Yeah. And I think you have every right to be disappointed. Like, when you look at the actions or the way that she was, to me, I haven't always vibed with the way that she has chosen to communicate with Zach. But what I will say is, I may not have always liked his actions, but he has been honest. In the sense of, yes, I still love Karen. This is what it is. I need you to show me grace in this. I think he's been.
No, he has not always been this. He had a skit where he was lying to himself and to her.
In recent episodes.
Oh, yeah, recently. Okay.
Because you know I don't even like Zach ass like that. But like in the recent episodes.
This season for sure.
Yeah. And I don't mean before. I mean, okay, no, I ain't going to.
I'm like, Zach has always been.
Oh, you know, Zach and always will never go in the same sentence. Them two words will never. But I think he has been honest. I think he has been trying to he's been intentional, I believe, in his efforts to prove that, yes, I still have stuff going on, but Fatima, I want to be here with you. I think he's been doing that, and I think too, her being in a place where I don't even believe that Fatima is wrong for not trusting Zach, but you need to communicate. Don't tell him you trust him and you really don't. You don't.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's that. It's that. And while I don't want to give y'all an explanation for what I said, because I said what the hell I said, and yes, I'm disappointed in Fatima and not disappointed in Karen, it goes to that. Like, for me, Fatima did present as the girl before she became one of the girls. The girl who was the pinnacle of what Tyler presented for women. She was the one who was the most mature. She was with it. So she's a ride or die, but she only going to do it when she needs to. Before she started sleeping with Zach, which was a very brief moment, but had this whole mindset of like not going to let a man play her, in control of herself and her emotions, and like everything was in line. Bop, bop, bop. Meanwhile, the rest of these hoes are just, God help them all. Right. And honestly, Fatima helped them all, because that's what it really looked like. Fatima was fixing so much stuff in Andy's life and just moving in a way of like, okay, I can rock with this. And it was her grace, it was her understanding that I think gave her a lot of points in my book, specifically when it came to Karen and her relationship with Zach, and seeing herself in Karen and like being able to identify like, okay, she's at a place that I was at, maybe not now with Zach, but she's who I was with Ian. So I know what that looks like. I know what that feels like, and I'm going to move accordingly. So then once you set that standard, not to say that you have to be perfect, but once you set that standard, to fall from grace in this way, to now it's like you checking security footage, you putting bitches' heads through mirrors, you yanking people out of hot tubs. Like, where did this come from, girl? Because I don't know if it was ever that serious. And it ain't never that serious for 6-week-old penis, Fatima. Again, there is not a penis on this earth that is worth all of this. And I want to make a really quick point, because it stuck out to me the moment that she said it. She said that she was wrong for going over to Karen's house, but sometimes you have to establish boundaries. That is not actually how you establish boundaries. Boundaries is a healthy word. It is a
Yes.
healthy action. You cannot do something healthy in the midst of a very toxic act. You cannot go and set boundaries with someone while you are crossing and breaking theirs. It don't work like that. And
It don't
Fatima
work that
knows
way.
damn better than that. She just does. And for me, I think in struggling with Fatima being pedestalized when she first enters the series, and then okay, she's falling from grace, falling from grace, falling from grace. Now I'm pissed because who in the hell is going to be the one to hold people accountable? Because she also had that point too. She didn't necessarily agree with everything that Andy did, but she called it what it was and said, I'm gonna still rock with you.
True.
She met up with the girls and like, oh, this is what this is, this is what this is, oh, this is what they probably going through. But I'ma still rock with you. Danny, who gives a damn that you let the stranger in your house? He shouldn't have spat on you. We can handle that. She was like the person speaking to what it was. So now, if your ass is wild and doing a bunch of goofy shit, who is going to speak to you're tripping, mama? And it's not enough for Andy to be like, oh, you think you were wrong. And Zach, you know, he loves you more than can, because you don't know that, Andy. You just saying some shit, honey. Honestly, you just saying some shit. Now I'm going on some tangents. But the whole thing, like, I am just so disappointed in what Tyler is doing with Fatima's character. It is just, I'm over it.
I understand. I understand. Your feelings are valid. But baby, I got to give a shot. I got to say this about hold on, where is comment at? Sakina, I hope I'm saying her name right. She says, I think Tyler showed that women like Fatima can look like $1 million lamp, but being held by 99 cents.
I need something other than
Baby,
this one.
you win the award tonight. Because that was a
Which
word.
one is it? Oh,
I
here
believe
I
it's
see it.
if I said it right. I apologize if I mispronounced the name.
That's it. That's it.
Cause I mean, that was a word. That was
And
a
I
word.
think that's also why I'm frustrated, because like Fatima gets the privilege of being light skinned, of being built like you are, for all intents and purposes, the prototype, society accepted black girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
And any woman can do it, right? Any woman can be crazy. Any woman,
Yeah.
like, it can happen. But like, girl, you have literally had a leg up this entire series. And this is what you're choosing to do with it. Also, you're choosing to do this and getting no results. That's what everybody in the comments want to yell. Yeah, she got to go set Karen straight. She got to communicate her boundaries. Fatima used to do things that actually worked. Now she's just doing shit. And y'all fine with it. Like, huh?
She did more stuff.
Make it make sense.
Yeah. And you know what? The more and more Fatima talks, said, I could see how your ass got played. The more she began to speak, when Fatima stated that when Andy was so proud to show that she was on this engagement, I mean, this dating site, and I'm gonna get to their interaction there, the first part of it in a minute.
Oh my god.
Oh, him. Yeah, girl, I know. Oh, I know him. Oh, him, girl, he ain't the one. Oh, girl, he was dating me and my friend at the same time. No, we didn't even know until I said, wait, hold the
But
hell on.
then you had no empathy for Belinda to start with. Now Belinda messed up because she doubled back, but you was pissed about Belinda.
Yes. Yes.
But you can kiki and yuck it up with Andy.
Yeah, I said, wow. I said, wow, okay. That's something there.
And
So you
even
just
to the
getting
whole
played.
point of it, though, the whole point of that, of like, I don't want to say that the lady's right, but the lady is right, just because she is, or mess with every one of the dudes that you match with. Now the lady right, and there's no other man. So now you got to go back to Gary and apologize immediately because there's no other man, and I might as well just go ahead and accept the abuse.
Yeah.
And then Fatima,
Oh,
you gonna
no.
co-sign that? Like, and honestly, the another subtle thing that has been happening, which is also diminishing my respect for Fatima, is that Tyler is doing, I guess, the Lord's work when it comes to the mission of making commonality between Andy and Fatima. So all I
Yes,
saw in that
Tyler.
scene, I said, okay, so
Yes.
you relate to the bird brain, so you must be a bird too.
Yes. That's exactly what he's doing. And then those two, and then it's interesting because we can see it that way, and then you have like another sector of individuals that it doesn't matter what Fatima do, they gonna. I mean, she's correct. Oh, Andy and Fatima's relationship is so amazing. You see how they communicate. Like, how they communicate. Are uh,
If you a real Fatima fan, you should feel very disappointed in what Tyler Perry's doing to this
it's
character.
very disappointing. It's very
You
disappointing.
should not be championing this because it is not a good look and it is not prophesying anything good for your girl. Mm-mm.
It's so interesting. It's so interesting. I was like, wow, okay. So Fatima just ate a plethora of men, from crackheads to businessmen to these, well, elite people to that. It's amazing.
And honestly, it just makes me pull in Zatima's relationship under the microscope. And like, maybe I need to revisit this because why in the hell did I get on board for this? Girl, you are head and shoulders in on a relationship 2 weeks in, ready to go to war for this man that you barely know. And now, 6 to 7 weeks in, you are breaking into people's houses, committing multiple assault charges. Like,
Legit.
and I was rooting for this shit. What the hell is wrong with me? Mm-mm. I don't give a damn how good they look together. I don't give a damn how Deval and Crystal's chemistry is. I'm done. I'm off the damn boat because no. Zatima has quickly become the prototype relationship for struggle love propaganda, and I refuse. I am too intelligent for this shit.
And
Hey,
the beauty is
Jessica,
it.
welcome in.
Who was it?
Oh, I was just
Oh,
saying, hey,
Justin.
Jess.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
love. I just saw your message.
Hey, Tezzy. What
Yeah,
you were saying, boo?
no, I was saying I think the beauty of it is that you can call it out though, because you're not saying is anything wrong with, and if we're not saying that it's anything wrong with people liking Fatima, rooting for Fatima, rooting for Zach and Fatima, we're not saying none of that. But I think that, and it's something that you and I talked about offline, because this week was kind of trying with these comments, and and I was
Baby.
saying, you know. And I was saying that, and I had to block somebody, and I told you, I've only blocked this second person I blocked since 2017. But one of the things I've come to the knowledge of, people don't care if we call out Karen, if we pull her cards, as people in the comments say. We can do all of that. It's the fact that people don't want us to be honest about how we see Fatima in certain situations, and that's just what it is. Is it's okay for you to feel how you feel, or I once felt this way, but now I really don't. Or I know for me, I'm like, I've felt this way, I've always felt this way, but I did have a certain level of respect for Fatima. I really did. And the more and more these episodes come out, I'm like, shrinkage, shrinkage, oh, shrinkage. It's just starting to do it because it's like, what is going on? I just, you doing too much. In the surveillance situation, I was like, wow. And then, she told Andy, well, he doesn't need to know about this. He don't have to know about this. And I'm just like, but when is he gonna know the real you?
Ooh.
So damn your actions. When are you gonna give Zach the opportunity to know who he's really in love with, who he's really engaged to? You don't trust him. You need to have a conversation about that. You need
Ellie.
to.
That's a word. That's a word. And I'm going to go ahead and take this assist and dunk this hoe because not only do he need to know who he's in love with in reference to the actions that you're taking to circumvent whatever trust
Mm-hmm.
issues you have about his persona, actions, mindset, whatever, but we
Yeah.
still have yet to see him show up in a relationship in which he is supporting you emotionally, supporting you mentally, and making certain accommodations like you have done for him in his personhood in y'all's relationship. Your entire personality in this relationship is how you serve Zach.
Yes.
Not only do he not know you and what you're capable of in reference to the snake you doing to figure out about him, but he don't even know what you need emotionally. He don't even know what you need mentally. He don't even know. You don't even go to law school no more. Like, girl, enough, enough. Like, and I want to make this point very clear because some of y'all get it confused because we operate at different intellect levels, and I'm just gonna call a thing a thing. I am saying everything that I'm saying in reference to being disappointed by Fatima and how her character is developing and pointing out and being critical of certain things, not in service of any other character. Not because I love Karen. Not because I'm going to ride for
Yes.
Zach. I am calling out Fatima because I want better for Fatima. She don't deserve to do the dumb that she's doing. She knows better than this. She deserves a relationship where she's equally yoked, and
Mm.
she's creating an enabling situation so that she never receives all of the things that she deserves. So while all of y'all are getting y'all rocks off on this aesthetic, it's setting her up to be like most people out here in the real world who have settled with somebody who might look good and feel good every now and again, but the relationship is completely empty and you are not serviced or supported in a way that you actually need to have a healthy and long lasting relationship.
Facts.
But again, we might be operating at different intellect levels, definitely at different levels of emotional intelligence. Be clear about that before you come in my comment section. PB Law says, I used to be a huge Fatima fan. I can't anymore. TP went against everything he presented her as. Hello? Ellie, when though? When do you think that Zach is going to get to know the real Fatima? And can he actually be in love with her if he don't know her?
So I know a lot of people might come for me and have come for me when I said this. I've always said I don't think Zach is in love with Fatima. I think Zach loves Fatima. I don't believe he's in love with Fatima. I don't.
And
I've never thought that.
I ain't even gonna hold you. These most recent episodes, I would. I have so many videos saying the opposite, but you, damn it, are probably right. How could he
Yeah, I don't.
possibly? How could he possibly be in love with this woman? He don't know her at all. Meanwhile, all of the shade, all of the like, what can be the worst that could come out of somebody's mouth, make him feel low, like all y'all said. Yeah, she just abandoned him and made him feel low. Zach knows all of that about Karen and
Correct.
still loves her ass. Oh, okay.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me
There's
know
no
when we're
pretense.
not making sense because we are. The math is
Yeah.
mathing over here. Now, I don't want them
Yeah.
back together, but the math
Yeah.
is
And I think
mathing.
that's something to say, even in its toxicity, I think there's something to say when you can love someone and there's no pretense.
Mmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that for a lot of people who are Zarin supporters, like there's a group of people who do want them back together. And I can respect that. I'm not one, but I can respect that because it's like he knows Karen, Karen knows him. There is no pretense, there is no cover up, there is no rose colored glasses that they're viewing each other in. They know the bare individual and they still love that person in spite of. That's different.
It is.
And he doesn't have that with Fatima. He loves this image of this individual, but he doesn't know her to be enough to be in love with her, to want to spend his life with her. I've always felt like it was rushed and it was disingenuous and it wasn't earned. It wasn't earned. And I think Fatima has given, and even I've always viewed some of her methods as emotional manipulation, especially
Mm-hmm.
with their ring. Zach doesn't do what you want him to do, you take the ring off. He don't say what you want him to say, you take the ring off. The day that he proposed to you, you walked your ex to y'all dinner. What? Because you need to know when I'm done, I'm done. How many times you gonna say that?
How many? How
How many
many?
times?
Because I didn't count
I
about
need you
four.
to listen.
And we only been
Because
together for 6 weeks.
absolutely, because going back to your point that I think is very important and necessary is that Fatima, within this 6 week relationship, she has changed drastically because she's trying to be or show up for this person in a way that's not being reciprocated. And now that Zach is in a place to show some type of, okay, you do this, I'm gonna do this. Now she's starting to backtrack, or we're starting to see some of her true colors come out. So I just think it's gonna be a bumpy road, for Zatina. I really do, and not because somebody's cheating or Zach is in love with Karen. I just think that the real people are coming out, and I don't think they're gonna mix too well, especially with Zach getting the help that he needs.
I think that you like hit the nail on the head and talking about pre having relationships with pretense versus not. And when you really sit down and think about this as a team of relationship, it is performance after performance. Zach is trying to be the best version of a good boyfriend that he can muster up. Meanwhile, he has no idea what that looks like. So that's why he is stumbling the way that he is. Fatima, I want to say like she knows Zach, but part of me also feel because she's been able to see so many of his low lows and mistakes and da 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 da. But part of me feels like it's not even about knowing him and accepting him and loving him through that. Now with the narrative being confirmed with the client and like, oh, there's no good men out here. Now it just feels like you don't want to get old and alone. So you're gonna do what you
Fact.
have to do to maintain a decent looking man with some great penis because the ship has sailed for everybody else. And it's just like, girl, you don't really know him either. You're just now getting to learn um, some of the things in reference to his childhood trauma and triggers by way of his mom and his brother. But then even that he ain't letting you in for. So y'all don't know each other. Mm-mm. I think I really had it, and I didn't anticipate being here.
And you really look disappointed too. Like I can tell. Like I can, but it seems like maybe you having like a lot of thoughts going on. But I could definitely tell that you are disappointed by this.
Yeah.
I really can,
It's like Fatima is becoming Andy 2.0.
and that's a scary thing. That's something.
And what the hell are we supposed to do with another Andy?
I
We don't even know what to do with the one we
I
got.
can't even translate the words because the one we got, Jesus.
But do you want to talk about that conversation? Because you said you wanted to go back to that.
And I think you described her so well last week in your rant. Cause baby, somebody said you should have put the ether
Oh, yeah.
music behind it, baby.
I should go back
Cause
and do
I went
that.
back and listened to it. I said, "Oh yeah, Erica went in. You went in." But it described her so perfectly, especially when she saw Fatima come to my office. Like she real direct, real sharp, real. And I was like, but I knew the conversation wasn't going to last too long based on the previews. So I guess my thing is with this, to me that it this furthermore confirmed, demonstrated that Andy is not a real friend for Karen. I'm not one of those people that like to harp on things or stay there for a very long time, but I am someone that's going to let you know how I felt about what happened. And I think even with their whole conversation, we did not know how Andy felt about Fatima walking into Karen's house, saying the things that she said. It was always, girl, you know, we cool, cool, we cool. How
We
y'all cool?
cool, but we don't address the fact that you called me and all my friends hoes. You
Oh,
basically
okay.
told me I could get it because it's off hours. And you know I'm
Yes.
too cute to fight, and I'm very prissy, and I'm scared of every goddamn thing, so I'm not gonna
Yes.
fight you. But also, don't make me call my homegirl because she'll shoot out you. Like, there was not enough smoke for me. She literally said, y'all all hoes. And
Yes.
not in a colloquial way that your good sis E does it on this channel. She said y'all all sleeping with men you work with because you hoes. She's running all of y'all's hoe facts in Karen's house. And you sitting across from her kicking, showing raggedy niggas on a dating app. Like, Andy is so unserious. I do not want to rant about her today. I'm going to stop. Because no. Absolutely not.
She is unserious.
I really wish KJ didn't look so damn good because Andy is such an ugly bitch. She's so ugly on the inside. Like, y'all, please, if you got an Andy in your life, remove yourself immediately.
Expeditiously.
Death and destruction come with hoes like that. Go ahead, Allie. Sorry. We good.
Yeah, are you sure we're good? And for the people who was like sending me the comments about Andy and Fatima's friendship and their relationship, and I'm just like, no, ma'am. What are y'all saying? They didn't say jack. For her to say I was wrong, I know I was wrong. I'm not apologizing. You think I should apologize? I was not going to say that. And even going back to the point that you made, I'm like, you didn't even spend a good 45 seconds giving Fatima what she rightfully deserved from you. Because only that, well, unfortunately, I can't fire you for what took place last night. You weren't gonna fire her
You
anyway.
wasn't gonna fire her anyway.
So it's
With your
like, well,
bird
girl,
ass.
shut up.
I
Yes,
also
you
am a
didn't
big,
fire her.
big proponent of I don't accept apologies where the person don't actually account for what the hell they apologizing for. Because it's one
That's
thing
it.
if you not gonna go talk to Karen and apologize to her, that's y'all's fucking business. But you called me a hoe. And now you just
Yes,
asking if we good and you never referenced it again. It flew out your mouth last night. Enough for you
sure
to
did.
systematically go down a damn list. And make sure you let me
Okay.
know that from 9 to 5, you can still get it while your hand is cocked on your little, yeah.
Yeah.
You had all the words last night.
Yes.
But now all you
Yeah.
got is I was wrong. You were wrong for what? Walking into
Exactly.
Karen's house. Okay, and, and, you
Okay.
punked Danny. You stared at Sabrina crazy. You basically called me 5 hoes because you called me a ho-ho with my vagina. Then you push me about being your boss because, girl, I ain't really your boss. Like, Andy. Karen don't deserve a friend like Andy. I'm going to just leave it there.
She doesn't.
Mm-mm.
She doesn't. I'm sorry. They need to break up. Karen and Andy need to break the hell up. It don't have to be permanent because I know Tyler's not gonna do
It need to
that.
be
But it's
permanent.
like
Because fuck it.
they gotta go.
I'm
They
tired.
gotta go because he doesn't. He loves you more than Karen, and it's like, how are you sitting here saying this? Like legit, how are you sitting here saying this?
What evidence do you have?
Because what evidence do you have? And then also, Andy, you were still one of the ones that when you walked out the house, was Zach not still outside of Karen's apartment? Really waiting for all y'all to go so we can go back in there, but we're not gonna talk about that. I'm just waiting for Fatima to get home. Why? You gotta do that there? Okay.
Oh, but we're not going to bring that up.
Yeah. You know Zach was still outside of Karen's apartment while you were huh. I said, baby, I just Karen, baby, your friend list is just you ain't even got a top three. Oh, you really got Sabrina.
That's it. And you know what? I could rock out with a Sabrina any day because yes, you see the damn bright side of everything. but
She do,
also it gives loyal, and I'll take
and
it.
it does, and it
I
does.
will take it any day. I will take a loyal friend over a raggedy two faced any day. I will take a loyal, optimistic ass person over a realistic play to 50 any day. Mm-mm. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Dingster says I thought Andy was gonna address that too. Andy don't address nothing but Gary's penis.
That's it.
And when he's withholding it from her, the fact that he's withholding it from her. That's all Andy ever addresses. I don't even know how she wins cases. Because the only thing that she actually has a PhD in is psychotic ass Gary Borders. That's it.
That's it. That's it. And child, and she spent more time talking about Gary than she did anything else.
I just have so many reasons to drag Fatima, and I've been trying not to drag her. But like, even the at some point, I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. I'm not even gonna hold you. At some point, when you know your friend is in an abusive relationship, it is no longer status quo, normal, whatever the fuck. Oh, well, what happened last night, girl? Gary got mad. Well, what did you do? Gary got mad could be anything from him squeezing the life out of her and her passing out to him throwing her out the damn penthouse and she's on the damn corner. Like, it could literally be such a plethora of things, and we're just acting like it's the most pedestrian conversation. This is the most normal relationship ever. That's another thing that makes me lose respect for Fatima. Because that's not a real friend. A real friend
Right.
is not just going to shuck and jive and smile while you placate to a psycho. Supposedly because his penis is so great. Because ain't no penis that great. Didn't I just take the same notes I just gave to Fatima? For you too, Annie, ain't no penis that great, girl. For you to lose your life and to be throwing bitches off at the top of parking garages. Like, these bitches are dumb. I'm so tired.
Let's come out,
it.
girl.
I don't have it
This
no
is your,
more.
this is your platform. This is your channel. This is your house. Let it out.
I think I just lost the last hope in Fatima. So I see nothing but darkness at this point, and I'm over it.
Girl, I understand. You just had to let that out. You just had to let that out.
And I don't like
You
calling
wanna
women dumb, but they are dumb. Tyler Perry really
and,
gave us a second Andy.
legit.
I'm about to take it personal, TP. I'm really about to take this shit personal.
You want to come back to them? You want to move on to somebody else?
No, you say what you gotta say. I'm done. I'm done with freaking frat. I'm done with them. But every week, all they gonna get from me, y'all cute. That's it. I'm done.
Well, that's all I have to say. We talked about, Andy's response to Fatima's actions, and then this dating site situation that Andy thought she was so good at having, didn't think Fatima had anything to do with it. I said, girl, you just worked on every damn body. When Fatima was like, oh, I know. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it ain't so elite. But that's all I got to say about them.
Andy, you have never had a successful relationship. Get your dumb ass off of dating apps. Gary don't give you sex one night, and now all of a sudden you swipe it right on every black man in Atlanta.
Yes.
Where the hell is Andy's mama? Everybody want to talk about Karen mama all the time. Where the hell is Andy's mama?
Where's her mom?
Because this is ridiculous.
And I'm starting to think it's her mama's fault. I'm starting to think it's her mama's fault. Because I think about that scene when Andy told Karen, oh, yeah, I need to talk to Lisa. And Karen was like, girl, you got your own mama. Well, girl, I cannot tell my mama dating a married man. You know she would flip. Why? Your mama thinks that she ought. So you can be real with Miss Lisa, but you can't be real with your mama. So I'm thinking your mama was the pampered you and told you how beautiful you were and how all girls envy you. That's the vibe I'd be getting from Andy.
Mm.
You had one of them mamas. Because she knew you ain't have much common sense. So she had to brag on your beauty and the fact that you were smart. And girls probably want to be you. I feel like she had one of them mamas.
If we talking about houses, Andy is a crack house with the best window dressings. I swear.
Wow. I yeah, I feel you. That was a that was a great comparison.
Dilapidated as let's go ahead and move on because I'm just gonna get more and more pissed. Because Tyler Perry really played in my face this way and gave me a second Andy when I never even wanted the first one.
I feel you.
Let's go to a lighter note. We only got 20 seconds of it, but I don't give a damn because she was wearing that chiffon. That's not it was a chiffon. It was giving silk maxi dress. It was giving swoop to the side. It was giving I'm still shitting on Aaron and I don't need to be doing that, but I'm cute as fuck.
Baby. Pam.
We got 20 seconds of Karen and I live for it.
Yeah.
But also, girl,
Yeah.
what is your issue with Aaron? I need her to use more words because it can't just be that you want Zach back. It's something else. Are you not over Jennifer? Do you feel triggered and threatened? Like, talk to us, Karen, because I'm tired, honey. I'm tired. I done got another Andy I ain't asked for. The bitch is coming through your door. Now I'm feeling like I gotta go to Atlanta and get ready to fight with you. Like, I need you to use more words because Aaron is doing entirely too damn much to be getting nothing. At least before you was giving great communication, honesty, little cuddles and whatnot. Now you're giving nothing. Like, she is gone like mute. Aaron don't even damn exist half the time. He was in that living room and she barely looked at this nigga. Hey Lee, I think I'm about to lose my shit because what are we watching?
But I said Pam, but I was going to talk about Karen's conversation with Pam. But let's start there first. What you brought up. Okay, so we got Karen. She was on the phone with the doctors. So this okay, so I had a whole lot of thoughts about this, and I'm like, maybe I need to go back and watch last week's episode because it appears that maybe Karen didn't think that it was blank papers in there because then she asked
Mm.
for a copy of something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, like, did if it wasn't shown to us, did she go and look in the envelope and realize that maybe what she thought was in there wasn't in there?
Mm.
I don't know. I gotta go back because I was like, what is
I,
she
I
calling for
I didn't
though?
understand, and that makes sense. But I wish you would have, Tyler Perry, you like to be so damn on the nose. I wish you would have had her say that. Yeah, the envelope that you
Yes,
gave me, it wasn't anything written on that paper. What happened?
correct, correct. Yeah, but baby girl wasn't good though.
Baby,
Um,
she was giving ethereal.
the dress was popping, but I was like, when Pam called her and told her that they was out there helping clean up the salon and everything, and how Aaron orchestrated it. It was just like, oh, that's so sweet. Oh man, that was nothing.
Not a thing.
Not one damn emotion, not even a half of a smile. I said, really, Karen is acting as if Aaron does not exist, and it does make me wonder. And I said this before, like not in the last live we did, but I think when we were first introduced to Jennifer, and when she kind of like distanced herself from Aaron, and I'm like, if this hurt you, tell him.
Yeah.
Like if it hurt you, tell him. And I know she did express that she was, letting her guard down from him and everything like that. What's causing you to retreat now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that she shouldn't retreat, but if that is the reason why, like I think he deserves because he's been rocking with you. He's been rocking with you, so I'm like, I think he deserves a little bit more than that, Karen.
He really does. And if it's anything that I'm disappointed in caring about, it is definitely how she's handling the Aaron situation. That is what I'm
Yeah.
disappointed about. Am I disappointed she keep disrespecting Fatima? No, I'm not. Slide down the wall, fight the air. I'm not. But I am very disappointed in how cold she has become with Aaron. And I can't say I didn't think that she was capable of it because she had a stint when she did it with Zach. But I also just feel like in having all of these experiences and going through what she's going through, like, with the initial decoupling and she couldn't get over it and then finding out she was pregnant and all that, I knew all of that was like shaping who she was going to grow into and hopefully she would never go back down that road. So like for her to be picking up similar mindset or behavioral responses to two very different men, um, that bothers me because that part starts to feel like a regression. Not honestly, and I don't know what this means and if we need to unpack it, but like her wanting Zach back after the fire didn't feel like a regression. Her like them being calm and her getting a version of Zach that she had been praying for this whole entire time, none of that felt like a regression. But her getting very hot and cold with Aaron, that feels like a regression for me.
It does. That was the perfect way to describe that. It was because it was like, oh, the man I want him to attention out, whatever with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like whatever with you. Because I'm like, dang, because it's like the past three interactions at the salon when he was there, she barely had two words for him. At her house, he said nothing to him. And then now finding out when he's doing this nice gesture, he didn't even say nothing. All she said was, "Oh, I need to get down to the salon."
So I can come and shut it down. You're pregnant. Take your ass to the doctor or wherever else you're going with this cute ass dress on and mind your business because your business is not even open, so you don't need to worry about that.
Yes,
And
yes.
she can't even call her. Well, she could call Sabrina, tell Sabrina what's going on. Sabrina could tell her, but if she call anybody else, they ain't gonna tell her that because they not her real friends. Hmm.
Hmm. Let's deal with that.
Okay.
Let's deal with that.
Pam. I love Pam. I do. But Tyler, to me, sometimes with Pam's character, she traipses into the category or the territory that you watch, bro, so you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. John's mama. She traipses into that territory too much for me. Like, say it once and then let it go. But she harps on very hurtful things and it makes it not funny anymore. The amount of times
Yeah,
that Pam pointed out nothing that he does is going to make her want him. Nobody asks you to keep restating the obvious. Again, I am a big proponent of do whatever the hell it is that you want to do for somebody if it's something that you really want to do. Because too often we attach expected outcomes from people to the things that we do, which kind of makes it seem like it's more about you than you actually servicing somebody. So like him putting together Karen's salon is clearly something that he wants to do. The same way that Zach putting up some money for it is clearly something that he want to do. It's less about Karen and more about who he wants to be at this particular point in his life in response to this woman in a circumstance that she's going through. So nobody
right.
needs you to reiterate 1,000 times that she still don't want his ass. He knows that. You are now just basically ridiculing him for being a great guy, and that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, I agree, and I agree with that. I had like mixed feelings about it because at this point, I just want Aaron to leave Karen the hell alone. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's where I am. Like I want him to leave her alone, and I understand. And sometimes there is beauty in persistence, and then sometimes it's just like give it a rest. I think it's an incredibly nice gesture what he's trying to do, and I like how you did it because it is no different than Zach putting up money and Aaron trying to get people together to help. It's both help, but it's like you're not telling Zach, well, giving this pet to Karen. I mean, they ain't gonna make y'all have sex again. Like you're not doing that. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, you're telling Aaron nothing that you do is gonna make her want you. And it's like, do you have to say that? And it goes back to something I said last week about Aaron gets cheap shots thrown at him every episode.
Mm-hmm.
Every episode. And I'm like, why? It's almost as if Tyler is trying to like try his best to like just destroy this man. You know, and it's like, what doing that? Like, why are you trying to strip him of his manhood every episode? I don't know that I don't like.
When in all
I
honesty, like he is exemplary and a great example of like you can still be a great guy when somebody's being shitty to you. But if he consistently has to keep taking cheap shots and constantly being basically defamed, it looks like to the audience like, yeah, I'm never going to be a great guy because this is what's going to happen.
that's saying good guys, always finish last or good guys get looked over. And I'm not saying that Aaron is perfect. So let me go ahead and put it out there.
Yeah.
Not perfect. He has his own hang-ups. He has things that I don't necessarily agree with, but I do believe that he is genuinely a good guy. And I think it's sad that he gets shitted on like every episode. And it's like, why? By her friends, by Zach, by Fatima. Why? Like that's the part I don't like. It's I don't even know what word to use for that. Because I'm like, you don't have people every day tell, oh yeah, there's some STD Taylor walking around. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Erica James, that go drippy,
That go
become the drip,
drippy. That go drip drip.
become drippy. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't get that. So Aaron get that. So
Yeah.
you know,
Points
so
are
I
made.
don't know.
Points are made.
I like what he's doing. I can appreciate it.
And Zika says I just listened to a book discussing that. Oh, drop the name of the book.
Please.
I love that. We love a good read. We love to back some up with some literature.
I know that's right.
I love Pam too, but she can get hella messy. And it's just like, girl, temper yourself. You want Aaron to lose your number, but you're gonna be the same one needing a loan, and Aaron gonna give it to you. Ain't he paying y'all to be there? Like it's not even like they're volunteering.
You take them.
Pam
Yes.
talking about I needed this money, girl. So clearly Aaron is paying your ass to be like. Pam, I don't want to put you into the category with these hoes, but at this point, I can clear house. I really can. I really can.
Yeah. Holding on by a thread.
I don't gotta like none
I,
of you bitches. I don't have to like none of you. Okay? Let's be very clear. I don't have to like not a damn one of you. And that is what I feel like Tyler Perry is working on.
Yeah. Sabrina, I'm gonna go to Sabrina.
Okay, yeah, let's go to Sabrina's cute ass.
I love Sabrina.
Novi is just so beautiful.
Calvin.
Calvin want to be Aaron so damn bad.
Oh my.
Calvin want to be Aaron so damn bad. He don't even know Aaron like that. That's so funny.
Can't. Erica, I can't. I can't. Calvin just disturbs my spirit. First of all,
disturbs, friend.
Calvin, he touches a nerve. First of all, how you gonna call this girl and you right outside her house? She said, first of all, no, before I get to that, she didn't even want you to come. She didn't even want your company. You had to say, come on, Sabrina. Meaning, this didn't want you there. So Sabrina being Sabrina, well, how fast can you get him? Open the door. I said, no, no, he ain't. No, he ain't. So he's right outside the door. Oh, I guess my instinct was right, huh? No, your instinct was not correct because she didn't want you there in the first place, Calvin. Then he says the line that just pisses me off. Is the African here?
The first thing he said, I'm like, bruh, go ahead, go. Bye.
Said, I would have said yes. He's in my bed, waiting for me. How may I help you, Calvin? Don't sit down.
Don't sit down.
would you ask her that? And then like that's why would you? And I think that's like that passive aggressive. Like I don't like men like Calvin in a sense. They rub me the wrong way because my thinking is why are you doing that?
Mm.
What's the reason that you're doing that? So people like him, they be real pissy, but because they come off as being nice, their actions are more acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like I don't like that Calvin does that to her every time he sees her. It never fails. Every time his bio has been a part of Sabrina's world, Calvin brings him every single time he's in her presence, and I can't stand that. And
And it
I was
takes you
I was
out of it. Like I can understand, like you are not rooting for them, have not been rooting for them, and I can understand why. Like when that's the first thing that you gotta say. Not I look gorgeous, even though I'm sitting in this low ass
yes,
light, drunk off this wine. Woe is me. Like the first thing that you don't say isn't I'm. The first thing you say is something about another man, and it's not how stunning I am, how clear my skin is, how I smell like you know. I don't know, peppermint and patchouli. Like, what the hell? We talking about Go ahead, Allie.
big Cam, happy birthday, happy birthday. Um, and then I got disturbed when he kissed her. First of all, she wasn't giving you that energy.
She wasn't.
How
You
did you take that moment and put your nasty ass lips on her?
you know what I said in that moment, Allie? I
What you
literally
said?
watched and I was like, if niggas gonna do one thing, they gonna like I literally like you're just men are never gonna stop menning. And it's like, sir, the moment don't read that at all. Like, can you
Oh,
relax? Relax.
oh. Everything's gonna be okay, all right. You could have said that without that kiss. I'm like, Calvin needs to go.
The
Calvin needs a
timing was
hobby.
so poor. It was so like,
It
sir,
was. It
everything about
was.
him reads desperate. From the talking about bio at the start to like, and it's you want to root for him showing up for Sabrina because he is showing up for her, but the way he has this desperate energy on him, I'm just like, nothing about this is
Yeah.
attractive, sir.
Yes. It's giving major monster gulp, meaning he's thirsty as hell. Like it's giving major thirst, and it's not cute. It's just not cute.
And low key, this is why I say that he wants to be like Aaron real bad, but it's not because even though, and y'all can fight me on it or not fight me, you can fight the air, honestly. Um, but you can disagree. Aaron is doing things to show up for Karen. It's not being received well, but Aaron doesn't give me desperate. Calvin does.
One, and I agree with that. Aaron follows Karen's lead. I don't think he oversteps in the sense
Mm-hmm.
of if we're here talking, and I think he's only done it one time, and that was like right after his wife did what she did.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never seen a situation where it was like, okay, we're having this conversation, and yeah, I'm just so hurt, Aaron, and he got this. Like he never did that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Calvin, you doing too much, and she's not giving you that energy. Like I could see if he just bought over some flowers and was like, you know what, Sabrina, I was thinking about you. I know you're going through a rough time. I just want you to know I'm here. Like I could appreciate that, but you trying to make this into something that she ain't trying to do, and I just didn't like that.
Yeah. And it's like I want to root for them, but also, I'll pass. Like, no, you ain't giving it either. It's like change the channel. I can't.
Big child. We miss. What's the man name? Hayden. Girl, he looked like a straight R&B video.
You know what I'm surprised by in that scene? I'm
What's that?
surprised that Gary was like, oh well, she gone, versus she's gone before you can get her to sign the annulment papers. You don't even know where she lives. Like that scene had the potential to be so much better than what the hell it was. It was more throwaway, more whatever. We halfway call out Gary and Gary be Garyin or men be Garyin. And I'm like, I love that for you, Hayden, but then also like stand 10 toes down in it and like say more words. But then also to basically validate Gary and like, yeah, well the old ladies at the job be talking about this, this, and this, so that's probably why. No, she's saying nasty things to him because Gary is a nasty person. Full stop.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Yes.
No other women are getting in her head. Period. Like,
Facts.
I be wanting to see it for you. I'm trying so hard to see it for you. But Tyler gonna have him pick a side real soon. Cause him teeter-tottering is not working for me.
Yeah. I agree. Karen, new lawyer. If I was Karen, I would make Hayden my lawyer. I damn sure want you to with my legal. Might as well. Let's see how betrayed she feels.
And see, I would do that if I didn't think that Hayden would use that to get back at Andy.
I wouldn't even care.
No, because then he gonna ruin her case or do some dumb stuff.
Oh, you talking about he would ruin Karen's case to get
Right.
back at? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Then that's the only thing I would have an issue with. He gonna represent her and do it right, then cool. But I don't know.
I think he would.
No, because Gary don't like Karen the most.
Well, yeah, she did threaten to kill him. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe we gonna hold off on
We a
Hayden.
whole other. Who's the rivals to this goofy ass law firm anyway? We need to go way across town
We need to go there.
and get some big boss lawyers and sue Andy for emotional damages in their friendship. How about that?
Yeah. Did Maurice get fired? That's who I get to be my lawyer.
Mmm.
If I really want to do that, I go hit up Morris. Hey, bro, what you doing?
There we go. There we go. I like that one.
Karen, you know what he did to me. No, I don't.
Go ahead. I also know what Gary did to you, and you're fine with that.
I want to think about that. Okay, yes. Yes.
Once I'm done, I'm done. And that's the French. That's not friend no more. That's what she be getting from my ass because no. Mm-mm. But Hayden, let's go. Let's go ahead because you love Hayden and Tamara.
Baby, I said he about to break out with Black Tree. Don't leave. Don't leave me, girl. He looks so distraught.
He does. He don't want to go run. He don't want to do nothing. He just want to go find her in the city of
Baby,
Atlanta.
you know that heart is hurting. When you done made plans, bro. I don't even want to go out, man. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to go find my girl. Okay, well, where she live? I don't know. Oh no, Hayden, I'm gonna need you. I know you got investigators on roster. Go find the girl. But he looks so hurt, and I think I've never seen Hayden hurt. I've never seen his feelings hurt. I don't think I've ever seen him. Not like that.
Not
Even with
like
Fatima.
that. Not like that. This is real vulnerable. Like with Fatima, he was masking it with contempt for Zach.
Yes.
But like this is just like, no, I'm just sad.
Uh, he was sad. I was like, dang, Hayden, you got a little heart in there, man. But
And
baby,
it's
to
like
Maryland.
it feel like that. Yes, he got a little heart in there, and then he say, "Well, you know, the client's men be husbands be Garyin," but then you still friends with him. So like that takes me right back out to like Gary, you're trash. I mean, Hayden, you're trash too, because you know exactly what Gary does and what he's capable of, and you just go along with it so that you can have a friend. What are you saying?
Um, I was just I was thinking about what you were saying, that whole thing. Like on one hand, we're able to see a different side of Hayden, a little bit more vulnerable. But then you rock with Gary,
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of hard, sir. And you really rock with him. And my thing, and he knows that Gary is unhappy, but you're allowing Gary's his not having satisfaction with Andy to affect your relationship. Well, no, you need to get to know him. You need to do this. No, I need you not to advise me about my relationship when you don't even have one.
Hello.
You don't, you're not even in one. So
Gary
let's not
is
do
not
this.
even capable of really loving a woman. Like Hayden is actually falling in love with Tamara. Like I feel like this is what this looks like. Now,
Yeah.
before y'all go and say, but he don't know her like that, because there is a point to be made about that. He is accepting what he's getting, and I don't necessarily know if there's much difference or much left hidden to Tamara aside from her hoeing past. Like I feel like she is this person except for she be hoeing. You know?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So yeah, I feel like he is falling in love with her. He's accepting that she don't know she didn't know what an annulment was. She just gives
Hmm.
masterful head and can throw it back real nice and cooks a mean steak. I believe that that's what it is. What Tamara is. It sounds so
And literally,
bad.
this is drop. I'm mad. She give mad head and she can make a good steak, baby. If you got incredible head and you can fix a good steak, you win this, sis. You win. But no, but I think that whatever Tamara had going on before this situation, she dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
She is completely, even if she is playing him, she is fully committed to the role.
But I don't even know if it's like that
Committed.
hard of a role for her. It feels like this is literally her and she just has an objective now. She would be this girl even if she wasn't on the Hayden mission.
But I believe that.
And he
I
found with
believe
it. He
that.
found with her not being able to match his intellect. And I believe that she's not able to
That
match
is
his intellect.
all that. Right.
He probably found with her being poor because he paid for everything.
Yeah.
Clearly, you poor. If Madam could call you to do this, and you talking about payment, and Fatima like, nah,
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't. I really don't think that the Tamara that Hayden is seeing is that far off from who she actually is. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and stand 10 toes down and like he's actually falling in love with her. Gary has known Andy for longer, 6 times as long. No,
Yes.
actually 8 times as long, but does not love her because he's not even capable of it. He doesn't know what this is. So and for me, for you to know all that he has done, and you should be able to deduce that he actually don't know what this is, what he is trying to hold over Andy and how he speaks about love is nowhere near what you are experiencing. You know that to be true. Why in the hell are we taking advice from him?
Yeah.
It's giving dumb as hell. And at this point, I would much rather him be running to Fatima like, I like this girl and I told her that I didn't want to be married. Like, cause Gary is just not it. She's just not it. I mean, Fatima
He's
ain't
the
probably
worst.
gonna help
He's
your
the
ass either,
absolute. He's the
but
absolute worst. Absolute worst.
child.
What else happened? Oh, Maurice.
If Tyler Perry gonna do anything, he gonna be the damn dead horse.
I might beat it. So he gonna beat it till we can see the actual spirit come from the animal, ascend halfway to heaven, drop back into the body, and beat it again. Tyler Perry, he don't know when to damn stop.
Why is
Jesus.
Maurice down here talking to Logan? And when I tell you in this episode, I put Logan right behind Gary. Hayden got a bump up because it is now Gary Borders, Logan, and Hayden for me, Logan is the scum. Sir, you look dumb. You talked about surveillance. Like, you talked about all of these things that literally exonerates this man. He's
Yes.
giving you a bullshit ass confession. And while you know he's lying, you still try to stick it to Sabrina. So now I'm just like, Tyler Perry, get to the damn point. Why does he want Sabrina to be the one doing it? He don't know her. Aside from when he went to the damn double date with Danny, he had never even like engaged with her before.
Absolutely.
So like, why do you want Sabrina to be the culprit so damn bad? Please make it plain, Tyler, because I'm tired.
Yeah. And it doesn't make sense, but it goes back to, wasn't it the district attorney who was trying to pin this on Sabrina as well? He had such a hard on for Sabrina. We know Sabrina did it. It's Sabrina's fault. All you gotta do is confess the white dude who Andy represented his wife in their divorce. So I'm like, what is the why is Sabrina the target? It was with the DA, now it's with Logan. Why y'all trying to pin this on this woman? What did she do? Did y'all know her? Like what?
But
It
see,
doesn't
the
make
DA,
sense.
it was literally about Andy, and I felt like the way that Tyler set it up, it was because he figured that out, or because Andy showed up to represent her, and now it's like, oh, okay, bad. It didn't feel like the DA pulled the shit out his ass like Logan is. So Logan, it has to be something else. But then also now when you say it, it's so many damn inconsistencies because Logan in this episode, if I'm not mistaken, said that the DA was a woman.
He did. He did.
Logan, who was that white man?
Okay. It, this be the stuff I be talking about. Because I haven't watched a soap opera since I was probably like 15 years old.
Literally.
But I was having this conversation with my mom. I was like so in love with The Young and the Restless. That was
Mm.
like my favorite soap opera. And the last little episode of Young and Restless that I watched, I remember them vividly because the writing was so good. The writing was superb. And I know a lot of people like the Your Time to Pass is because the soap opera was supposed to be. Soap operas didn't have things like this. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't inconsistencies like this. It just wasn't. It is such poor execution from someone I know who can do so much better. And I think that's the part that pisses me off as a viewer and as a supporter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, you better than this. You're better than this. Why?
Literally.
Even the fact, and that was a little, I chuckled when with the Kiki Palmer reference. But when he was like, I'm the DA, or I'm gonna call you DADDY. So now you're coming on to Logan. Like, why are we doing this? Maurice literally irritates me. I don't even like his character anymore. Like, I don't even like him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I can do without Maurice because like, at this point, you're not even funny. You're so inappropriate. You quick to label somebody something, but you come at people so disrespectfully and so inappropriately. I can't vibe with dude. Can't vibe with him. And I know he's trying to make it to where Sabrina is not caught up in this, and I can respect the desire to wanna do what you gotta do. But you had somebody put a bail for you, bond you out of prison or jail for $1 million, and now you're literally confessing after this man done put up his money. So what's gonna happen with that? He just lost $1 million, and so Brandon gonna have to work it off. And
Or work it.
it's not like that, but I know how it came out. But it's like, what's gonna happen with that?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be something. I'm just like Maurice, Lord. I don't know.
It don't even make no damn sense. So like,
It
and we
don't.
have been saying that for a while. Cheryl said there's been several DAs on Sisters. Remember the DA that Robin said he went to school with, one DA daughter. The assistant DA was on Zach's case. Yes, there are multiple DAs, but typically when one takes a case, they stay with that case.
They stay with their case. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying in reference to like positioning a white man as the DA that was prosecuting to begin with, and then now speaking about a woman that he was going to go talk to. That typically doesn't happen. Like when y'all think about like if you watch Power, we didn't get new assistant DAs or DAs prosecuting attorneys until people caught bullets, you know. So
Caught them bullets.
yeah, Maurice is. I hate when I get to this point with series, and it doesn't happen often, but it has happened more than I would damn like, and it's just like, what am I watching this for?
Get it.
I want
I
to say
get it.
Karen because she's been a driving force, but then I get 20 seconds of her. And then some people in the comments earlier were talking about she was gonna kill Fatima. Did she say that this episode?
What happened?
I don't remember
Girl,
her
I
saying
missed
that.
that.
I don't remember her saying that at all. But like even that, like it's leaving a lot to be desired in reference
Oh,
to where
but
that
I
character
wonder
is
if that
going.
was in the. I wonder if that was in the extended trailer.
Maybe. And honestly, I'm not really too shocked by it. I'm gonna have to see what the context is because you come through my door, I might want to unalive your ass too.
I mean,
Um,
I think. Well, I know. Think Tyler played that down so badly because regardless of Fatima and Karen having an issue, I don't know if anybody have ever had somebody walk into their house or someone attempt to walk into your house. That is one of the most uneasy feelings that you can have. And I remember I saw that you had laughing at my thing I put in my stories on Instagram about it was like sort of we cannot come and pop up on you unannounced. And I was like, don't ever come up on me unannounced. But I had it was years ago, but I had a stalker,
mm,
and dude literally, I don't know how long he had been watching me or anything like that, but he literally came to my house and tried to come in my house. And I didn't know who this person was. He described me perfectly, everything. That's why I'm like
mm,
so aware of my surroundings now because that was such an uneasy. Oh my
yeah.
God, it's such an uneasy feeling. And he had no idea. I'm like, baby, if you would have came in my house, your family would have been missing for Christmas because you would have been gone.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I had the means to protect myself, the fact that somebody was that bold to do
It's
it, it messed me up a lot. Like
yeah.
it's uneasy, and I think that when I saw people comments, "Oh yeah, Fatima should have walked in her house. Fatima should have did this," but then got mad at the way that Karen responded. It's like, no, you don't have to. You were bold enough to walk into my home, my safe haven, my peace, my peaceful place. This is where you decided to enter, and you think you're gonna come in here and talk major to me? No, man. And I just think to me that role wasn't that. It wasn't played out to me in a very honest way. And I think it goes back to what we talked about a couple of lives ago, where people were saying how they hate the way that Tyler is writing Karen, or in
Mm-hmm.
comparison to how it seems like Fatima comes out like, appears to come. And it's like, I understand because in what world you gonna walk into this woman's house and you ain't finna get laid out by her friends, whether physically or verbally? You finna come in here and you just punk everybody in what world? It's like that. That would not have happened. And I think that for me, it's frustrating because yes, I do believe when it comes to Fatima's relationship with Zach, we have seen her change drastically. You've seen her dynamic shift. But that part of her was like, ain't nobody gonna mess with me. I'm Big Tima. Watch your mouth when you're talking to me. It's like, who the hell you think you are? And you walk into somebody's house and you just bullied everybody. You punked everybody, even Danny. That's why I'm like, Danny, from this point on, sis, don't you get flipped with nobody. Because who are you? I
Who
ain't
the
got your
hell are
back.
you?
Who are you? You
Besides
let
the
this woman.
besides the high ass friend who might be sniffing crack. We don't know
Oh,
what's in that
okay,
fucking pen.
okay, okay. Oh, Cheryl just said,
You saw the
Lord, just see
episode?
the
Well,
look.
don't say it because nobody got time for
No, the
spoilers.
no, the finale. No, I mean the preview.
Oh. Um. Well, if I'm pregnant and a bitch walk into my house thinking that she about to do something, and I'm a gun-toting citizen, I don't think it's outside the realm of understanding for me to be like, next time I see that hoe, I'm gonna shoot her.
And why you got me on speakerphone, Andy?
That's what. Oh God. I can't. I
Girl,
can't. I can't even, Ellie. Like I just. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the preview for tomorrow because I
you want me to
cannot. Like I am at
alone?
capacity. I am at fucking capacity right now, and I could talk about Andrea Barnes for the next 2 days. I can drag that hoe.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Oh,
not Tyler finding new and inventive ways for her to consistently be a trash ass friend. You, I'm gonna let it
yes.
go. You got me on speakerphone in front of this bitch that came in my house. It's not real, Erica. It's not real. It's not real. Zach, kudos to you for making sure the next morning Fatima really understood that you was wrong. Dead ass wrong.
Oh, Karen is on the phone with Fatima. Oh, okay. How that happened? Well, we'll see, I guess.
I don't know how the hell it happened. Why the hell it happens.
Why am I talking, girl?
Congratulations, Zach. You are the most sensible person on this fucking show.
And I never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the damn day. And that's the day. That's the day when Zach has taken the reins of that. I just don't understand it. Zachary Taylor.
Shit is so laughable.
Let me see what these comments saying because I think we done talked about everybody.
I think so. Erica James says sniffing crack and eating ass.
That's the truth, though. It's the truth.
Erica, why would you say I'm not dealing with her. Erica, I can't. I'm not reading nothing else you gotta say. Cause why would you do that?
That is so funny.
Andy is
Hilarious.
messy. I feel like Fatima need to go to therapy too, just like Zach, because I like the way that she can calm herself, but I still want her to go to therapy. She can calm herself when it's too little, too goddamn late. She should have calmed herself before she walked through that damn door, not the next morning when she put on a silky ass blue suit and feel like she got her man back, so everything is all right with the world. But I hear you. Logan wants to play Spain with Sabrina so bad, but can't run videotapes proving she was involved in the robbery. But you can run videotapes to show that Maurice came into the damn bank screaming and hollering at gunpoint.
Yeah.
The whole
Gonna
thing don't
tell
make
him
no damn sense.
you're one hell of an actor. You know that man wasn't acting. You know that was all cute.
And he gonna make Sabrina marry him if he loses his $1,000,000. Period. So Sabrina might as well go ahead and kiss that punani goodbye.
Ah, Sabrina. In the case that I gave your friend $1 million, you must become my concubine. Sabrina better get ready.
Desi says, I think Karen doesn't even want to try with Aaron anymore simply because her past with Zach. She convinced he's going to hurt her like Zach did. And this is toxic as hell, but I'm going to say it. I think that there's something to be said about that, Desi. Time will tell if that's actually what it is for her. Hopefully, she starts using more words so that we can understand that. But there is something to be said about the devil you know and your willingness to venture into new waters with other sharks when you already got used to great whites and now you got to deal with whatever else. So I think that it's something that we kind of like brush past and we don't really give her credit for. But there is plenty of women to this day, in this day and age, who are staying in circumstances and relationships because they know the depths of this hell. They know how bad this can get. They don't know what giving their heart over to this new nigga who has a whole fresh new set of things with some similar behaviors that trigger, but also has taken her to a whole new thing and allow her to see things a little bit bigger and better. Like if she don't know if she is capable of falling harder, and then if she is capable of falling harder, then what the hell does that look like when it really all goes wrong? Knowing what I know about this, I think that there is something to be said about knowing what the bottom looks like with Zach, and over the course of years and time and countering, taking into account love, convincing yourself that I'm okay if it's there, but I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's something that a lot of people experience. It's easier to deal with what I'm familiar with than trying to decipher what this new person is attempting to bring into my life. Because I don't, and I do not believe that Karen thinks that Zach has changed so drastically. Like
Right.
I don't believe that she believes that. But I think she has been moved by the little subtle changes that she has seen. And I still think we're dealing with that mindset of Karen and stated to the girls, even if I only have him for a month, I know it's not gonna last. I would still rather have that than not have any aspects of him. I understand that. I want better for her. I don't be in that place. But it's like, but I do understand because he knows that you don't really know Aaron like that, and now you have kind of like filmed up a little bit from this woman popping up at your salon, and I'm like, you've already experienced something extremely traumatic with his ex-wife showing up at your salon because we gotta remember, Fawn not only showed up to Karen's salon, she showed up to Karen's
Karen's
house.
house.
And I think people forget about he showed up to this woman's house. And it's like, I'm not dealing with this again with you, Aaron. But I want them to have that conversation though.
Yeah.
Because I think somebody in the comment put like she told him like several times. I do not think that I know she told him I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this with you, Aaron. I think there's a difference in saying, and I'm someone that go extreme because if I don't want to deal with you, you know the hell, don't come around me, don't call me. I don't leave nothing open ended. And I think with all of these women, Tyler writes them to leave things open. Because if you don't, Aaron, I would appreciate it. Do not call me. Don't show up to my salon. Do not come to my house. Do you understand me? Like there's a way you can make it clear, and they just don't do that.
That and where they are in the type of relationship they had such honest communication that it's almost like she owes him an explanation to back away.
Hmm.
And
That's how I
I know it
feel.
doesn't sound right, But like the way that they have been able to talk to each other, even going back to like him catching her and Zach sleeping together, and the conversation that is had after that moment. You mean to tell me that can happen, and this man doesn't deserve to, like, you know what, this girl showing up was completely the last straw for me. I can't go back down that route. I cannot have another woman blow her brains out in front of me. I will not survive that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because I mean, the fact that Aaron handled that thing so smoothly after he caught Zach and Aaron having sex, I was like, babe, I said, Lord, I don't ever want that to happen to me. But if it do, I aspire to
Mm-hmm.
be able to handle that in that way. Because knowing me, that shot would have been cold. But it demonstrated to me the type of person that Aaron is. I love
Yeah.
you, with you, but your heart is with both of us. So I'm gonna leave you alone. Even though he showed up the next day, I'm gonna leave you alone. But the fact that he was able to express that, like that's a level of maturity I ain't reached. I know I haven't. I just, but I feel like he's owed that. I really do.
Yeah.
From what he endured, I feel like he's owed that.
I'm curious about the fallout when Zach finds out that Fatima fact checked his story by requesting surveillance. I don't think that he's going to find out.
I was about to say I don't think Tyler's gonna write it for him to find out.
Yes, next week is the mid-season finale. Um,
I didn't see the extended trailer preview, but I did see the one that the in the credit preview.
Zach had handed Pam the check because he's vowed to Fatima that he will never talk to Karen again until he finds out that it's his baby. So he has to give the money to Pam so that he will not have any communication or contact with Karen, so that his fiance can trust him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk to her. I'm gonna give the pet the check to Pam. I'm like, bro, you doing too much.
I think that's it though, y'all. We talked about everything and made it sound a lot more interesting than what it actually even was.
Baby, I think we did a great job because I forgot to mention this. Gotta mention this. Got to give a shout out to the dog Sabrina. Because when she called Danny about them going to see Karen, and Danny was like, have you called Andy? I don't think she needs to
Oh,
come. It's happened last night. I don't think she needs to come. I said, Sabrina, you are elevating. You becoming number one sister
hello.
because you have the intelligence to know Andy doesn't need to be there.
You've been
Thank you.
asleep, Sabrina, but I'm glad you woke now, Mama. I'm glad
You're
you woke
waking up,
now.
baby. You're waking up. You're waking up.
Yeah. So what we gonna say with reference to superlatives? Karen is cute as fuck, gorgeous as fuck, still that girl, and I hope that y'all fight all the air that you could possibly find because I said it.
um, Sabrina. I don't know what I want to give her.
Loyal as fuck.
Loyal, yes. Loyal, yes. Yes. Danny,
Whack as fuck for me.
yes.
Cause I'm sorry, but Fatima's
Danny,
getting
I
goofy
mean,
for me this week.
but
Fatima
then
is
for them to
getting
get good
goofy
for
as
you.
fuck.
Okay. What we giving Andy?
Well, Fatima is goofy, as insecure, as disappointing, as like
Um,
Allie
let
at this
me
point.
ask you.
Huh?
Are you gonna do a video expressing your disappointment in the character?
Of
In a
Fatima?
sense of, and this is the reason why I asked, because I feel like I think there's a lot of people who felt like you felt about Fatima in the beginning, and I think they feel like how you feel about Fatima now. And I think
Mm.
like and I can't relate to that, but like, what did that journey? How did that journey affect you? Like, what things were happening that made you realize like, I don't know. And where did like I think when I think about disappointment, it's like a shattered expectations and things of that nature. And I just feel like a lot of people do relate to you in that
Mm.
in that moment. Especially, it's almost like having a mentor, and then you go behind the veil and you see that what you thought was there really wasn't there. And
Yeah.
that's a shattering thing.
I mean, I didn't think about it like that, but I probably could.
I'm
Honestly,
just
I
curious.
equate disappointment as an emotion to heartbreak.
Yeah,
Those are
absolutely.
very, very closely tied for me. I can make a video about that. If y'all want to see that video, let me know in the comments. Because it's a very clear journey. And I think in choosing to get invested in Fatima in the way that I have, seeing myself a lot in her, um, only to arrive here, I could definitely like outline exactly where it starts to dip, and then now we done fell off a fucking cliff. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Andrea is not getting any superlative for me because I'm this close to saying that bitch don't even exist anymore.
And it's because it's getting to the point I don't even want to talk about her in my
At all.
reviews.
At all. Like I don't even want to talk about the character at all. There's nothing new I can say. Like every week I'm finding new inventive funny ways to call her a bird. Every single week. That's not what I want for myself. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Zach, I don't want to give him something that he don't deserve just yet.
I'm just gonna say he trying ain't
Okay, we can give him
trying. Like he baby boy trying. He trying.
we can give him fine. Um, Kiko says, I totally agree with you both. I used to like Fatima in the beginning, but now she seems to be insecure. She should be more understanding and confident. Besides, they only have been dating for 10 weeks. Child, they have been dating for 6 to 7 weeks. But I hear you. And honestly, I hear people when they're saying that they're struggling with Fatima because she is insecure. I don't think that insecurity is an unlikable trait. I
Correct.
think that how that displays is what takes away your relatability or your likability. I can be insecure all day, and if I'm on screen having conversations with my homegirls, talking about all the wild shit that I want to do, but I stop myself from doing it because I'm insecure, but I really love my man and I want to trust him. That to me is a lot more relatable than me going over this house and cutting the monkey fool, calling everybody like she just takes it to a whole nother level. And it's like nobody is trying to fault you for things that just are naturally manifesting within the lives and the minds of black women in America. But girl, be for real for a hot second. So for me personally, Fatima being insecure is not a deal breaker. Fatima being insecure and that insecurity making her ass deranged, that is the deal breaker for me. So you okay with Karen running behind a man, please? You happy? You proud? Nobody
I
said that I'm
mean,
happy about Karen running behind a man. However, I understand the circumstances that have led her there. You have yet to hear me say, yes, Karen girl, destroy this engagement. Girl, be a
right.
home wrecker. Girl, yes, side chicks up, city girls up. You have yet to hear me say that. So what y'all gonna stop doing is putting words in my mouth because you lack the media literacy to be able to discern what I'm actually saying when I literally outline it for you. Nobody said anything about Karen chasing after a man. Again, you lack media literacy. Fatima and Karen are two very different characters. Because you cannot disassociate the two, because you cultivate feelings for one that makes you feel the averse for the other, doesn't mean that that's the case for me.
Correct.
I have thousands of videos on my channel. If you actually want to understand, and go ahead and sit your ass down, get, I don't know, just for me or whatever, the little read along, something to help your ass out to be able to discern what I'm actually saying. Take the time to do so, then come back to me and have a conversation. Because right now, babes, it's given. You're at the big kids table and you're a child. Go back where you belong. This is why I read comments in the last 4 days. Because y'all gonna get cussed out. Y'all's gonna get cussed out.
That's what comments have gone. And I know
So it's okay for Karen to run behind a man. Fatima, it's fine for Fatima to be insecure, but don't be deranged. So it's fine for Karen to run behind. You sound dumb as hell. And maybe next week I'll have it for you. Maybe next week I'll find some decorum and some more patience, but I ain't got it for you.
No, I think you handled that well. I had my moment last week on live, which y'all will never see that again. So I hope you go back and watch that whenever you want. But but that will never happen again. And I think that it goes back to like the seriousness of it all. Like when me and Erica have like certain conversations or messages, just personally, it's understanding that I understand. To me, I understand that. I feel like a lot of fans are deranged. I really do. I feel as if there are a lot of people, just like in what you were stating, you were literally just talking about Fatima. And in the midst of that, oh, so Karen, we're not talking about Karen. We're not talking about Karen. And none of us have stated in this live at all that, yeah, Karen should be trying to destroy Zach's relationship. But in actuality, the only people who can destroy Zach and Fatima's relationship is Zach and Fatima. And let's not get it twisted because Fatima told Zach, Karen don't have that much power. Karen don't have no power over here. She don't, Fatima. So if you said that, and if you really felt that, you would never went to her house. So it's going back to show these inconsistencies. You saying one thing, but you really don't mean it. So my whole thing is, it is okay if you hold Fatima in a certain light and other people don't esteem her as high. That's perfectly fine. It's okay if somebody may view Karen in a certain light and others don't esteem Karen in the same light. But what I have seen and what is evident across all social media is that Karen is going to get dragged for whatever it is that she does. Whatever she does, she's going to get dragged for it. Fatima can do it, and her actions are always justified. That doesn't mean that I don't like Fatima. I'm going to speak on it always, but it doesn't mean I do not like Fatima. It doesn't mean I don't understand where Fatima is coming from. It doesn't mean that. And we verbalize that, and people just don't hear it. If you don't say exactly what some people want you to say, it's almost as if you said nothing. So I know for me, I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have it, and I'm gonna just continue to do my thing. I'm not gonna be going back and forth with y'all people.
It's what you said. Too many of y'all
Yeah,
deranged. And it's perfectly honestly, you being deranged and obsessed and whatever the hell else it is perfectly fine. But find your people. Cause I ain't it. Okay? I ain't it. I make no qualms about who I am and who I'm for. And I ain't for every damn body. And what y'all not gonna do is have me having illiterate ass, low energy, low vibrational ass conversations, arguing points that I never made. And that's just that on that. But thank you, Ellie. I appreciate you giving it to me.
girl, you first, you know, to take a plate. Anybody to come in and be
It's just
flying off the handle.
it's just wild to me that like, and it they do it so boldly. Like, do you really
They
think
do
that
it
you make
so bold.
sense?
They do it so boldly. And and this is something that me and Erica talked about because I saw that somebody was like they lost respect for Karen when she tried to sleep with Zach, knowing he got somebody, and that's not something that she would want done for herself. And I wonder this: did you lose respect for Zach when he said that he could not be with Karen because she put him in jail or had him arrested? When he consistently do things to put him on stuff in jail, did where's your respect level for that? You don't send me to jail, but I can put myself. You do. You can't send me to jail, but your ex lover now put me in jail. But I'ma still rock with you, Fatima. So I often wonder, how do people value their thing when it comes to I've lost respect in the sense of I just don't like that person. And that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? We can say that. You don't have to like nobody.
Allie has made no qualms about having respect for Fatima, but not really vibing with her ass. When I was still creating videos about Fatima is too good for this and too good for that, and this is the best, and she was presented as perfect.
Yeah.
Mature people who actually are looking to have dialogue can do so even while disagreeing.
Even my disagreeing. And that's the
Too
beauty of it.
too
That's the
many
beauty of it.
people too many people like want to find fault in somebody else for not liking something the way that you like it, not saying something the way that you want to say it. But baby, go make a channel and say it how the hell you want to say it. Stop looking for me or Allie or whoever else to validate some of your toxic ass thoughts, your goofy ass beliefs, or if you right. Just because we aren't who you want us to be doesn't mean that there's something wrong with us and that you now need to attack us. That's a problem with the damn internet. Like, y'all gotta be fucking for real. But I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go because this
But
person is
people,
still in the damn
well,
chat.
people are in the comments saying they do want to hear they want to hear about your journey, your about Fatima and
Oh,
how
okay.
you, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
And I did see your comment, Ron, about going back to addressing some of my old perspectives in comparison to how I feel about those things now. I will do some videos on that.
What's up with the empty envelope? We talked about that at the top of the live, so you're gonna have to catch the replay.
Yeah.
If he felt that way, why did he use Drippy in her salon? What? Why did he use Drippy on
Morgan
her?
James is
I
hilarious.
can't with her right now. It's
She's
very
gonna
much so.
pay
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
how
That's
to
what I
get
was really trying to
this.
reference. We be here. We be here. Erica, I think Fatima trying to get in front of Zach and Karen because of what Ian, whatever that man name is, afraid of being alone. And I feel bad for her. She has a lot more to offer than what she's feeling like she's have to give to this relationship. Or at least I thought she did. Maybe she don't have nothing else to offer because maybe she's just Andy with a fat ass. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I think that's it, y'all. I think we have
Yeah,
come to the end of the road. Allie,
yeah.
thank you for joining me for another amazing, kinda. Yeah, it was amazing. It
But
was
this will
amazing until
always
the
be
vibes
amazing.
got thrown
Episodes
off.
might not be, but this will be. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for joining me for yet another Sisters Keeper. Um, I don't know how we were able to pull out 2 hours of conversation from that boring ass episode, but we did it.
We did it, honey.
We
By the
did it,
grace of
y'all.
God. By the grace of God.
Y'all be on the lookout for the official breakdowns on both our channels on the episode as well as preview and trailer breakdowns coming. Next week's episode will be the mid-season finale. We will have, I think, a week break before Zatima or a 2 week break before Zatima kicks in. And there's no announcement yet of when Sister's going to come back. I'm anticipating that Sister's going to come back once Zatima season 2 ends. But again, that's just my speculation. Y'all should be watching Swagger. I'm gonna plug that here. Y'all should really be watching Swagger. A poll on my channel right now talking about or asking you guys, one, what days should we do rewatches? So if you are not new to my channel, I know a lot of y'all are. I actually rewatch television series with my community, and we get to talk about things in depth in the moment, and those are coming back. So you can vote on what shows we watch and when we actually do it. Be sure to do that if you're interested in something like that in the next like day or so before I wrap that up. Allie, what you got working on your channel?
Y'all forgive me. I'm working on a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Uh, this weekend I will be releasing the Discord stuff because I got to review Maurice and a whole lot of stuff I'm reviewing. Bear with me because in the midst of doing all of this, I'm trying to finish writing my book. There's a lot of stuff I'm doing. So I'm
Yes.
not even going to say nothing right now other than this weekend. I will be releasing the Discord link to all my stuff. But other than that, y'all just pray for me. Um, pray for me because it's a lot.
Listen,
It's a lot going
that's another
on.
thing. Life is also very much so life in
And
right
life is
now.
life. And yes,
The real
life
thing
is life.
is doing a thing. But we appreciate y'all for being here with us, having
Oh,
this
the thing is,
conversation.
her cousin is one of the basketball players on the show.
Oh, for real?
That's what's up. I haven't
I
started
love
watching
that.
Tiger. I'm gonna start watching it too, so I
Like
can know
I
what Erica
can't
be
stop
talking about.
talking about it. I literally cannot stop
And she
talking
talks
about
about
it.
it all the time and be posting
This
it. And I'm like,
last
I don't know nothing.
episode, baby, I have rewatched this last episode every night. Like
Wow, I need to get on. I need to get on it.
my little heart, like it takes me back to high school in the best way.
Okay, okay.
Ah, it's so good. And I also think it's like fixing a lot of the criticisms that people had about Love and Basketball. It's just really
Okay.
good. It's so good. But y'all, we about to get out of here. Thank you again for
Yes.
joining us, Allie. Shout out to you at Allie Nick Official. If you haven't followed her, she has her own YouTube channel as well as Twitter and Instagram. So be sure to follow. And we're gonna see you next week for the mid-season
Have
finale.
a good night.